What's going on, guys? All Day DFS checking back in with y'all with the After Dark edition, late night edition, early look into the next day with some early picks for y'all guys. I hope y'all guys cashed in tonight. Let me know down below how it went for you. Let me know if you cashed in or not, and I hope everybody did cash in. A lot of guys in my chat group cashed in tonight. It was a really good night. I cashed in on all my lines except for one, and it was the one that I had my top pick of the day. I really thought he was going to go over. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander didn't go over. But other than that, all my picks hit. Let's do a little recap. Of course, we said Shai didn't hit. We had Jimmy Butler. He went over. Jimmy Butler went over on rebounds and on assists. We also had Ayton. Ayton went over. So if you played Ayton, he went over. We had Kelly Oubre Jr. He went over. Conley went over. PJ Washington. I didn't mention him in the video. I totally forgot it. I had him right here on my notes. I just skipped over him, but I did. If you are in the Discord community that I keep trying to get everybody to go check out, if you are in the Discord community, you would have seen that I did pick PJ Washington to go over on points, and he went under on points. Buddy Hield went under on rebounds. He was at 4.5. He only got 2 rebounds. Another hit. Jimmy Butler, I had him to get over 7.5 rebounds, and he did. Also had Serge Ibaka to go over in the first half, and he did. So everything hit except for the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Everything else hit. So guys, I really hope that y'all did play some of those lines, and I hope y'all guys cashed in, and y'all had a great night. So let's go ahead and get into it. As we know, PrizePicks has 8 players on the board. It's early, so they always have 8 players on the board. First on the board, they got Colin Sexton versus Philadelphia. I'm thinking that that's a pretty good matchup. These combo guards, I think Colin Sexton is like a combo guard. Yeah, you see they have them. They're 7th ranked overall, Philadelphia, but they're 24th ranked versus shooting guards. So it's a really good matchup for him. His last 5 versus Philly, what is he projected at? 34. So his last 5 versus Philly, he has only hit 34 one time and hit it right on the head. So his last 5 versus Philly is not good. He's only hit it 1 out of 5. His last 5 games overall, he's hit 30. He's hit 34 and went over 3 out of 5. So he hasn't played too well against them. He is projected at 34.3. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of guards been smashing against Philly. So right now, I would play the over on Sexton. He might not be somebody I would play, but if it's somebody that you're considering, I think I would hit the over because he's projected right there, and the matchup is really good for him. And like I said, there's been a lot of guards been killing Philly lately, so I could see him getting over 34. If they do bump it up tomorrow to like 36, might be a fade for you. But at 34, I would go with Sexton on the over. Next, we got Joellen Mead versus Cleveland. So it's Joellen Mead versus Jared Allen. That's a good matchup. I like that one. So it's not a good matchup. They're 19th overall, but they're 6th ranked versus his position. Some of this 6th rank probably has to do with Drummond when Drummond was playing, but Jared Allen is a good defensive center as well. So, in his last 5 versus Cleveland, he's only played them 3 times. He has a 5, a 26, and a 59. And his last 5 games overall, he's gone over 52, 3 out of 5. So Draft Dashboard has him projected at 53.9. If Cleveland's been playing good lately, so if this game stays close, I could see Joel Embiid going over. I really do, and at 52, I think it's good. I would play the over on Joel Embiid at 52. If he goes up higher, 2-3 points tomorrow, might be a fade, or even on the under. Maybe Jared Allen can kind of stop him. Who knows? I doubt it. I think it's going to be a good game. I'm interested in that game and in that matchup. Next, we got Karl Anthony Towns versus Washington. That should be a really good matchup for him. So, yeah, Washington, green across the board. They're ranked 28th, 27th versus his position. And his last 5 versus Washington, he has a 49, a 70, and a 53. He's only played them 3 out of 5, but he's gone over every single time. His last 5 games overall, 46, 52, 60, 42, and 54. So he is, 48. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought it was 46. Yeah, so his last 3 versus Washington, he's still over 48. And in his last 5 games, he's gone over 48. 2 times. 3 times. He's gone over 48 3 times in his last 5 games. Draft Dashboard has him projected at 47.2. I like the matchup. I like the matchup. There's nobody that can really guard him. I see him, dominating against Washington. They don't really play no defense. So at 47.2, they have him at 48. I definitely like the matchup. I think he will get the over. I will play the over. I think again tomorrow they will bump him up. So any of these guys right here, get them now. Do a little line. Like I said, I've cashed in on a couple little. I just throw $10 at it without doing a lot of research. Even though we got the matchups and all that stuff, but without doing any like intensive, extensive research. I'll throw $10 on a line, and it's cashed me in 2 times in the last week. I've hit $200. Actually, last night I did one, and I hit $90 today. I had $9 in there. I just threw it in there, and I hit 90. So it's worth it. Next week, Bradley Beal versus Minnesota, which I'm thinking that's another good matchup for him. Let's see. Yep, again, 29th ranked overall, 22nd ranked versus his position. His last 5 versus Minnesota, 46, 67, 29. What was he at? 48? Yeah, so his last 5 versus Minnesota, he has gone over 3 times, and he had a 46, pretty close. And his last 5 overall, he's only gone over that twice. He's been at 45 2 times, and he's gone over it twice. So he's right there. His lowest game in his last 5 were 42. So when you throw in the good matchup, Draft Dashboard has him projected at 50. That's over 2 points. To me that's an over all day. And I'm actually going ahead and play this. I'm going to play him tonight because I'm sure they might bump him up tomorrow. So it's a good matchup. He's projected right there. So when you throw in the matchup, he's definitely looking good on the over. So I'm going to go ahead and play Bradley Beal over. Next, we got Zion Williamson versus San Antonio. So I know LaMarcus Aldridge came back. So yeah, it's their 18th rank overall, 13th rank versus his position. So it's not a great matchup. He's played him 3 times out of the last 5. He's gone over 1 time, and his last 5 games, he's gone over the total. What was he at? 44. So yeah, in his last 5 games, he's gone over 4 out of 5. He's gone over 44, 4 out of 5. Draft Dashboard has him projected at 42.3, so they like the under. I would like to go with Draft Dashboard and hit the under, but I don't know. Zion's he's been a monster lately. I don't see who on San Antonio is going to be able to stop him. I myself, if y'all guys want to be cautious, play the under, but I myself would play on the over. I've played Zion over a lot lately, and he's been hitting it pretty good. So I would go over with Zion, but he could be an under. If they raise him up a couple points tomorrow, then it might be good going with the under. The under might be the play. So I'll leave that one up to y'all guys, but if it was me, I'd probably hit the over. Next, we got Dejonte Murray versus New Orleans. So yeah, it's a really good matchup versus New Orleans. They're 25 ranked overall, 28 versus his position. And he is projected for 40. So his last 5 versus New Orleans, he has not hit 40. His last 5 games overall, he has gone over 40 3 times, so 3 out of 5. And they have him projected at 35.2. I think San Antonio's really, I don't know if any of those players coming back, but I know, as we know, they're really short-handed. DeRozan didn't play the other night. If DeRozan doesn't play, if they don't have any other those players back, like if DeRozan doesn't play and all that, I definitely like him for the over. Now, if all those players are healthy and they're playing, he could be a good look for the under because Dejounte Murray, I don't know about you guys, but I have played him a lot in the past, and he's always about 50-50. He has burned me a lot, and he has helped me win some, but he's probably burned me more than he's helped me win. So that one's kind of like a toss-up for me. I would have to wait till the information comes out and see who's playing tomorrow for San Antonio. So I'm going to fade that one for right now. But 40 points, if none of those guys are playing, I think he can definitely get over 40. He's going to have the usage, and he has a good matchup. Even if they do play, he this guy can rack up a lot of steals. He can get there. But for right now, I'm going to fade it until I know more information. Next, we got Demontis Sabonis versus New York. Now, Sabonis went under today, huh? I don't know if y'all guys snatched him up early, but I played him on the later in the day, and he was higher, and I know he went under. He was the only one that went under on one of my lines that I had, but I actually flexed it, so I still won. So he's going against New York. bad. They're a good defense overall, but versus his position, they're 25th ranked. So it's a really, really good matchup versus New York. He's projected at 44 right now. Draft Dashboard has him at 47.2, so they have him 3 points over, which is really, really good. His last 5 versus New York, he's hit 44, gone over 3 out of 5. His last 5 games overall, he's 4 out of 5. He's had some really, really big games. And he has a 43 in there, so it was right there. So definitely like how that's looking. I like the matchup. I like that. He's been playing really well lately. So for me, he's an over. They have him at 47. So for me, he's definitely an over. And I would go ahead and lock him in right now because tomorrow he'll probably be around 46 or higher. So I like Sabonis for the over. And last we got Mr. Julius Randle versus the Indiana Pacers. And he's right here, right below Sabonis. They're 16th ranked overall as a team, but they're 27th ranked versus his position. So these guys, they both got a good matchup. And what do they have him at? They have him at 45. Wow, he's supposed to get more than Sabonis. So last 5 against Indiana, he's only hit 45 one time, right on the dot. In his last 5 games overall, he's only been over 45 2 times, 2 out of 5. Right now, they got him projected at 43.9. So he's at 45. I mean, with the matchup, if it's close and they have a good matchup, I always tend to go on the over because, the matchup. So it looks like this game could be close. I don't know what the spread is, but it looks like this game could be close. I probably would play him at the over right now, or he might be a fade. I don't know. 45 might be just a little too high for him. That one I probably would have to. I probably would fade it. I might not play him. I think I'm going to play Sabonis, but I wouldn't play Randle. So if I were to play him, I probably would play him on the over. But I don't think I am. I think it's kind of risky. That seems kind of risky for me at 45. If he was at 43 or 44 maybe. But 45 seems kind of high. So that's it, guys. That's all the picks that we have for tonight. That's the 8 players on the board. Again, can't stress this enough. If you feel confident in any of these guys, if you can make a line right now that you're confident in out of these 8 players, go ahead and make it. Even if it's a 2-pick power or a 3-pick power. I mean, you don't always. This is the problem that I have, and I think this is why when I first started, I lost a lot, is because I was always looking to add that 4th player to make it a 4-pick power because I want that 10 times money. And what will end up happening is I'll get 3 players that hit and that 1 misses. So I mean, don't feel bad just because you can't find that 4th line. Don't like a 4th guy. Like today, I was looking for a line I had a line with 3 guys already, and I kept looking for a 4th guy, and I just didn't like anything. I wasn't confident on anything. So I said, you know what, I'm just gonna play these 3. I did the 3-pick power, and it hit. I had Gordon Dragic, I had Mike Conley, and I had Kelly Oubre, and I won. Because I wanted to add that 4th one, but So don't feel bad if you only do a 2-pick or a 3-pick. Go with what you're confident in. Don't throw one in there just because you want to get that money. Because what we'll do is we'll build up that bankroll, and then when you do these 2-pick or 3-pick powers later, you can just throw more money in there. You could always play more money. Instead of playing a little bit and trying to get that 10 times money. Throw more money on it, but you'll get 5 times it, and it's still a good payout. So just be cautious on that. I mean, sometimes picking 4-pick powers is just basically like throwing your money away. Or if you want to do a 4-pick power, just go ahead and do a 5-pick flex. Do a 5-pick flex because 1 misses, you still can get 2 times your money. If 2 miss and you get 3, you still get something. Something is better than nothing. So I hope this video helped y'all guys. Don't forget, we got the link down below for the Discord community. Go ahead and join that. It's getting more active every day. We're getting more people in there sharing strategy, sharing their picks, coming up with something like, because there's only so much research one person can do. So I'm not going to get to everything or just like anybody else in there. But, somebody's going to throw something out that you didn't think of or you didn't see. And you're like, damn, you know what? That seems like a good play. The other night, I didn't get to Eric Bledsoe. Somebody threw in there Eric Bledsoe over 10.5 points, and he hit. So, that's something that I played, but it's not something that I thought of myself. I didn't get to it, and that was like a little gem, So just if you're looking for somewhere that's just dedicated to PrizePicks only, we're going to be starting Monkey Knife Fight soon. I'm going to start making some videos on that. It seems like a real fun website to play. I played it a little bit the other day. I'm going to learn a little bit more about it. I'm going to start making some videos, and we're going to have some more some rooms in there dedicated to that. So come ahead and join our Discord community. Also, just like, share, subscribe, hit the little bell icon so you can be alerted when all these videos come out. Because they are helping a lot of people. I'm getting good feedback from everybody. Of course, we never know. Like Tobias Harris. I'm still thinking about Tobias. He killed everybody. You never know when something like that's gonna happen. But for the most part, people have been giving good feedback. So thank y'all guys again. I hope y'all guys have a great night. And like I said, I hope y'all guys cashed in. Let me know down below if y'all guys cashed in. See y'all guys tomorrow with my top 5 picks.